In a region long defined by ancient borders and modern grudges, a new front is quietly forming. Azerbaijan's deepening military alliance with Israel has put Iran on high alert, not just diplomatically, but strategically. As Tel Aviv edges closer to Iran's doorstep and Baku echoes separatist rhetoric, Tehran finds itself flanked, tested, and dangerously unprepared for the storm building in the Caucasus. In 1993, during the First Nagorno-Karabakh War, Azerbaijani President Heydar Aliyev urged Iran to support Baku militarily. According to Iranian statesman Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani's posthumously published memoirs, Aliyev even suggested that Iran could lay claim to Azerbaijan, arguing it historically belonged to Tehran. Aliyev is quoted as saying, "Come defend it and take control." 3 decades on, the tables have turned. Far from seeking Iran's involvement, Azerbaijan now keeps Tehran at a cautious arm's length. Once a Soviet republic, Azerbaijan has emerged as a confident, militarized regional actor, while Iran finds itself unsure how to manage the assertive neighbor that once begged for its patronage. Tensions reached a new high following a 12-day war between Iran, Israel, and the United States. Reports began circulating of Israeli drones entering Iranian airspace from Azerbaijan. Iranian residents near the northwestern border spotted drones flying from the Azerbaijani direction towards cities such as Tehran, Tabriz, and Urmia. Iran's state broadcaster confirmed these claims, escalating national concern. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baghaei confirmed Tehran had raised the issue with neighboring countries. President Masoud Pezeshkian later revealed Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev had denied any Israeli operations from Azerbaijani soil, but Tehran's political elite and media remained unconvinced. A Tehran-based professor of international relations commented, "If Iran wasn't certain about Israeli involvement, it would never raise the matter at the presidential level. Pezeshkian's diplomatic response signals a failure of Iran's Caucasus policy." Following its independence, Azerbaijan first drew close to Turkey, but it has since deepened military and intelligence ties with Israel, Iran's arch-rival. Between 2016 and 2020, Israel supplied up to 70% of Azerbaijan's military arsenal. Today, Azerbaijan also supports the new Syrian government, which has cooled relations with Iran post-Assad. One regional expert warned that a Tel Aviv-Ankara-Baku axis could soon surround Iran's northwestern flank. The only physical obstacle to this encroachment is a narrow 43-kilometer strip of land known as the Zangezur Corridor, connecting Armenia to Iran and separating mainland Azerbaijan from its exclave, Nakhchivan. If Azerbaijan captures this corridor, Israel would have a direct logistical route to Iran's border. Analysts argue that Azerbaijan is not just aligning with Israel, but emulating its warfare doctrines. Favoring swift, high-intensity conflicts, Azerbaijan achieved victory in the 2020 Karabakh War. With military momentum and international backing, another war with Armenia seems increasingly probable. Iranian strategists now worry that such a conflict would allow Azerbaijan to secure the Zangezur Corridor. Beyond geopolitical calculations, there are now louder calls from Azerbaijani figures and media for the annexation of Iranian territories. Many refer to Iran's Turkish-speaking regions as South Azerbaijan, demanding secession and unification with Baku. The Middle East Eye reported that the threat is not merely military. Azerbaijan's soft power campaign has ramped up, especially since the recent conflict. Outlets like Araz News and Caliber openly promote separatist narratives, urging unity between Turks in Iran, Azerbaijan, and Turkey. Some users flash the Grey Wolves hand symbol in videos, a gesture associated with the Turkish ultra-nationalist group. In another example, Azerbaijani news outlet Karabakh ran an English-language report describing Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, as the main enemy of the Azeris. One retired Iranian diplomat recalled how Baku turned to Israel in the aftermath of its Karabakh defeat in the 1990s.
Iran didn't see Azerbaijan as a major power. That was the mistake. Now, Baku's influence is political, economic, and military.
Iran's stance on the Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict has long been labelled as active neutrality. But experts argue this neutrality has transformed into dangerous passivity. While Azerbaijan grew closer to Israel, Iran clung to outdated alignments with Russia and failed to assert influence in its immediate neighbourhood. The former diplomat dismissed Iran's claims that opposition to the Zangezur Corridor is about trade routes to Europe. 2023 trade figures show minimal exchange between Iran and Armenia. Instead, the real concern is twofold: protecting regional Russian interests and blocking Israeli encroachment. Whether or not Israeli drones launched from Azerbaijani territory, the broader issue is undeniable. Iran's northern flank is exposed. Israeli surveillance equipment, drones, and early warning systems now operate near Iranian airspace. This proximity gives Israel a crucial strategic advantage.
Iran must act now. Relying on Pezeshkian's reassurances and diplomatic niceties won't protect Tehran. Israel is inching closer with Azerbaijan as its proxy. The policy of neutral passivity must be abandoned before it's too late.
As a new regional order takes shape, Iran finds itself outmaneuvered by a coalition of former adversaries. Its failure to formulate a bold Caucasus strategy may soon cost it dearly. The question for Tehran is not just about borders or corridors. It's whether the Islamic Republic is prepared for a fight it didn't see coming on a front it long ignored.